The trees that you saw in front of the garden might be trouble, might be a hindrance, but I intently kept it here so that the garden will have that sense of mystery. It means from the outside, you'll not be able to understand, or you'll not be able to deduce, you'll not be able to presume that there is an ongoing plantation there. So at least we retain the state of mystery. In today's episode, we are going to depict the day 7 of our seed bed, which contained the plantation of squash. We are excited to see the growth because yesterday I saw some growth during the 6th day, and let's try to observe how it developed to become like growing so healthy squash. My observation really is, even the seed which was kept more than 6 months super dry, yet it was the first who first erupt, and it was these seeds were the ones, if they have the voice, are the ones to first declare that freedom because they were out from their shell. So without further ado, let's go on and let's visit the forested area. Now it's just like a fake forest. It's only in front, but there in the middle it's already being cleared. So let's enter gradually. So this is the front and part of the trees here, yeah, it is inclined towards the front. It didn't go vertically. Perhaps, the leaves there at the summit were so heavy, that is why it bent. So I'm going to enter gradually, and you'll be able to see here Kamachili, and there is also ipil that inclined towards us because it became so lowly. And here's a secret that we are hiding from the public. I have cleared this already, and we are just waiting for the perfect timing for us to be able to transfer these growth of this squash. Wow. So today is day 7, and let's observe the progress of our growth. As you observe, guys, there are spaces wherein there is no growth, or there are spaces or pots which do not have any evidence that there is something that will grow. But there are also pots having 3 pieces of squash growing, and this is day 7. See, we have plenty of squash. So again, let's give the squash a gift tonight, and let's allow them to drink. Let's water this. For a grower like me, especially here in the urban setting, and then observing that there is positive development of our plants, it makes us all happy, and we have that kind of feeling of contentment that indeed, see, even if there is no growth, we are still hoping that there is something to erupt. So For a grower like me, that's what I have been telling you, seeing even just a little development or even just a little progress in our plantation makes us all happy. I think this is the same kind of happiness God is feeling, especially if He is also seeing us as His children displaying some kind of growth. You know, 2 days ago, you will not be able to see the third leaf, and right now, the middle of it. So this is actually the major. This is because of the protein that it grew like that, and as an evidence that there is really growth, there is growth in here. So it became triple, and this is what is happening after a week. One of the things that I wanted you to note is that I am watering right now using cold water. I mean, not the water that is exposed to the sunlight, because it has an extremely hot temperature that may damage the root system. Yeah, I observed before that yes, the plant will grow in the first place, but oh, this one is so healthy. See the span of the leaf. Wow. I, I think the indicators that I have is that when these squash will start to to bow down, it means it could no longer hold its head, then it's the perfect timing for us to replant this one or to transfer these plants to its rightful place. And I am seeing it to happen very, very soon, because the land is already ready. It's already ready for plantation. So and take note of this particular area here. Maybe you're going to be surprised. This became forested, you know. This is actually part of the mature seeds that was kept on my cabinet for 6 months, and it was super dry. Yet, wow, it's alive, and it's the first among all the seeds that grew this healthy, grew this big at this point in time. So it is so refreshing to see, and it is so inspiring to even see this squash growing, and it is uninterrupted, and it looks like these squash are considering its neighbor to become competitor, and that is why the tendency is that they would always growing upwardly. They have to be having having a contesting spirit, who will go up first. Wow. And this time around, you're observing a certain part of the seedbed wherein it is no longer growing in pots, but I directly sowed it. I directly planted it here in the soil, so that we will also have this kind of observation. So you can see here there are sets actually that nearly or newly erupted. This one, I think that is expected because, as what I had been telling you, this is part of the seeds which were super dry, and perhaps it took so much of the time for it to erupt. And you can observe here, see. Mhm. Yeah, I'm so happy to see this, the progress. It is progressing really, and it is positive. Mhm. So imagine having all these squash seeds planted here in this particular section. I think it would cover from corner to corner. Yes. So I have to continue with this endeavor, and within the next week I believe I can transfer these, because today is day 7 only. So we have day 5 and day 6 and day 7. So we didn't depict at our audience day 1 to 4 because we didn't observe any growth, and I think we didn't also come here during the time. But yeah, only today and only the 5th and 6th and today the 7th day where we can have a vivid view of the plantation. Thank you guys for watching.